Hello again, it is I. Alright, so this is my second video blog, and I'm still looking at myself, really weird. Well, technically this is the start of week 2. The date today is the 15th. Thank fuck for a phone, I wouldn't know what the date was today. So this is technically day 8 of my redo canning, and I weighed in this morning and pretty impressed with the results. I only did 3 days of attack, which is pure protein, and then on Thursday last week I started veggies. The veggie days, I've got to stop looking at myself. Anyway, so yeah, Thursday last week I started the veggie days, and then obviously protein, then vegetable, protein, then vegetable, and all that crap. So anyway, I weighed in this morning, and my last weigh-in was 110.9 when I first started this restart of the Dukan, and now, so I've gone from 110.9, help if I could speak English, wouldn't it? 110.9, and I'm now 107.6, which is still a mini elephant, but I'm working on it. I've stuck to it exactly, completely, no cheating, not even, I haven't even had any cravings or anything, I guess, because it's easy when you know what to expect this time around. So yeah, I'm really proud of me. Yay, go me, woo! Anyway, they were my invisible pom-poms, by the way. I'm not going to do a stand and 12 thing because there's really no point, because 3.3 kilo loss, did I mention that I've lost 3.3 kilos? A 3.3 kilo loss is not going to make any difference, because I don't think it's actually fat loss, it's more so water weight. So, but hey, I'll take anything I can get, bring it on. So I probably should point out, even though this is going on my Facebook and I only have friends on my Facebook who know everything about me because they stalk me, kidding, because this is going on YouTube as well, I'll just tell you a little bit about me. It's all about me. I'm 37 and refusing to accept it. I'm only 5'1", which is really tall, like super duper. It's like 154 centimeters. I'm a mum, I have 3 kids, 4 dogs, 2 cats and a partridge in a pear tree, and pretty much that's about it. I put on a lot of weight after I had my kids, lost it, put it on, lost it, put it on, and yeah, I found the Dukan last year. Well, I didn't find it, it's been out there for ages, but yeah, I just went, oh look, there it is, the Dukan. So I found the Dukan by just basically Googling. I started a diet in January, like a calorie control thing, and just by accident I came across the Dukan and thought, hey, fuck it, I'll give it a go. So I started that in February last year. Now I stuck to it religiously for about 4 months last year, well, 4 or 5 months, and then I started to get a bit comfortable and thinking, oh, I can have a day off here, I can have a day off there, and which I did. And yeah, you know, in the time frame that I was on it, which was just over a year, about a year and a couple of months, on and off really, I only lost 25 kilos. If I'd stuck to it religiously, I could have lost an easy 60 kilos, which is about 130 odd pounds. But shit happens, eh? So what else did I want to say? I had all these things in my mind all week, and I typed them to friends, but of course now they've just left my brain. Awesome. So that was my story. If I'd stuck to the Dukan, I would have lost a lot more weight, but I didn't, because I cheated and I did this and I did that. You can't cheat. You cannot cheat on the Dukan. You just can't do it. And it's not so much, oh, you know, this won't hurt, one bite of this won't hurt, or a piece of that chocolate won't hurt, or blah blah. You can have those things. If you did it once, it's probably not going to make one little difference to your weight loss. It probably isn't, even though the book, I believe, says it's like putting a pin into a balloon, but it's not really like that. You look at it as calories and blah blah, but it's a mental thing. The Dukan is a mental mind fuck, I will say it politely. It's all in your head. You'll be sitting there on the Dukan thinking, oh, I'm hungry, but you're not. You could have just eaten a big massive protein meal and like a steak. This used to happen to me. I'd sit there and have this whopping great steak. You know, you could feed a small army on it, and I'd eat it and I would feel full, but then my mind would be going, oh, you're still hungry. You're still hungry. But you're not. You're not hungry. You've got to listen to your body, not your mind, because your mind is, we're creatures of habit. I guess we give into our mind and we always want something that we can't have and blah, 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 blah. You know what I mean. Anyway, it sounded, you know, when I was typing this to my friend, it sounded a lot more cooler than what it's coming out now. But anyway, I am talking to my own vision. Gorgeous thing. You're not body hungry, you're mind hungry. Now, that pretty much means that you're not thinking with your stomach. Because you're used to eating so much or a certain way for a long amount of time, as happens before you actually decide to go on a diet, your mind's still used to those habits, do you know what I mean? Yeah, so, and you can't give in, because the minute you give in, it makes it easier to give in another time. Like, cheating just leads to more cheating, basically. And you've got this mental wall up, this wall that's struggling with willpower and starting to sound like a friggin' Hallmark card or something. You've got this mental wall of willpower and resistance, and every time you go, yes, I will have that piece of bread, or yes, what's one bite of that pie gonna do? It just takes a little chink away. I'm gonna sneeze, hang on. Bless me. Of course I would sneeze on cam when I'm only doing one take and I'm rambling. Anyway, if you give in, basically it fucks you up in the long run. Excuse my French. It does. Mentally it does. So you just can't do it. You just can't do it, and you'll be stronger next time. You don't need to have pizza. You don't need to do this. You don't need to do that. I've had my kids sit there eating pizza. This was on the Dukan last year. They sat there eating pizza as a treat, and I sat there eating my lovely little protein chicken and whatever it was meal. Oh, don't sneeze again. Anyway, I don't want to sneeze. Hang on. Nope. Oh, for God's sake. See, I told my doctor I was allergic to dieting. Yeah, so it's just your mind thinking, I must have that food. I must have it. But if you actually listen to your stomach and you know that you've eaten enough for your body to actually function, and a steak this big, like this big, is enough for your body to function. So you don't need to eat the other crap that you're not allowed. So, sorry about my sniffling. So the reason that I started this diet is last year is because I was getting scared of my health. My blood pressure was getting ridiculous, and they threatened to put me on medication. I'm like, not happening. So I went on it. And also, I wanted to be around for my kids. Didn't particularly want to be crane lifted out of my bathtub one day. Not something that I was looking forward to. So, I'm looking at my list. What did I want to talk to about? I don't know. The list is useless now because it doesn't really matter. Eating out. Eating out on the Dukan. Eating out. Well, I used to take my own food with me in a little Tupperware container, and I felt a bit awkward at first, thinking, you know, like I looked like a poor bee or something, that I was just couldn't afford food or something. But after a while I thought, you know, fuck it. If they want to look at me, well, they've got nothing better to do with their time. But you can actually buy things whilst you're out. You can go to Subway and get their salads, and just, you can tell them that you're on a restricted carbs diet. You can even say the Dukan. It's that popular now that everyone would know it in Australia. You can ask them for just chicken and make it a veggie day. If you're going to go out, try and make it fall on a veggie day, or just have it as a veggie day. Are you serious? Selena. Sorry, I hung up on you. Have it as a veggie day. You can just go to Coles and buy a cooked chicken, or anywhere and buy a cooked chicken. Get a tissue, hold the line. Whoa! Oh, this is attractive. You can just buy a cooked chicken, take all the fat and the stuffing and everything off it, and eat that. She's a persistent little thing. Yeah. Take all the fat and everything off it and eat that. Just don't have the stuffing. Don't cave when you're out. I know that it's hard when you walk in and you can smell all that damn good stuff. Go and get a coffee from Macca's with skim milk and everything like that. That'll help you. Anyway, it's easy to eat out. Don't cave. Whatever you do, don't cave. Let me have a look at my notes, because I want to actually mention a few things. The sooner you realise that it's your mind craving the food, this is my writing, the sooner you realise that it's your mind craving the food and not your body, the better. It's all in your head. It really is. So, I think that was it. You know, you can't make excuses. Like I've written here that last year I made all these excuses and justifications. You know, oh, it won't matter, it won't blah, blah, blah. But in the long run it does. And that's part of the reason why I only lost 25 kilos when I could have been way further than that now. Anyway, I think that's it. I think that's all I have to say. Oh, I've got a note here. Don't be a doormat to food. I like that. We could get a shirt. Don't be a doormat to food. We should put it. Actually, we should get a pair of pants. Put it on my ass. There's enough room for all those words. What I mean by that is, don't be a doormat to food. Don't let it control you. You control it. And you say, no, I will not eat your cupcake. I will not bury my head in that apple pie. I will not inhale those cookies. So, yeah, that's about it, really. So in terms of me, I'm doing awesomely. I'm doing my exercise, which I don't really like, but I'll pretend to like it. Water intake, easy peasy, Japanesey. Yeah, I haven't craved anything. Oh, I wish I could stop sniffling. Isn't that glamorous? Oh, excuse me while I wipe my nose. That's about it. So yes, I've lost 3.3 kilos in 1 week. Today is a veggie day, so I'm looking forward to having some mushrooms and stuff with my mushrooms and cauliflower and onion and broccoli with my food. So yeah, thank you everybody for watching, and happy dieting, and I think that's about it. So see ya.